Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2024. Very quickly, after doing the bracket the other day, we already have our first set. We're on imminent victory, up in the north position with a China Vanilla. It is the blue player. It's Arez. All the way down in the south position, it's Arez. Got his work cut out for him today because this is the reigning champion, the purple player, China Nuke. This is ExCaL. So ExCaL and it's Arez are the first players to complete their games, very closely followed by Hummy and Almood, which, as of recording this video, that will be in a few hours for me. But you probably would have already watched it, actually, by the time I release this video. ExCaL with the army advantage. He is China Nuke. I think he's very, very good in the China matchups. Like he is with everything, actually. Whatever the matchup, it's Arez is going to have a hard time. It's Arez has taken the Arez part off his name. We're on the first set, and already the player's missing half of his name. Why does that happen? I do not know. So ExCaL, with his first unit out, is a Battlemaster, and he's sending his dozer over to the right-hand side, and it's going to deny this oil cap. So I think ExCaL knows exactly what he was going to be up against here, which is probably a Helix and an oil cap, and that's exactly what it is. Sadly for it's Arez, if it had captured from that side, it might have been able to get it. But ExCaL, very wise use of his dozer over on the right, denying the oil. Lix is out. Going to get at least 2 Battlemasters. Which is definitely one of the more efficient units in the game is a Helix. However, when you're against China Nuke, if he gets Gats and ECMs and a Nuke Overlord, it is a very, very difficult combo to break for the China. So with the oils getting shut down, ExCaL taking over the map, and the Helix already under pressure because there's a Gat in the base. It's already looking difficult for it's Arez, but he is the China Vanilla though. Is probably expected to be a 1-1 matchup, but it's not totally impossible for the China. It's Arez, you probably haven't seen that much of him on this channel before, but he is, from my knowledge, pretty good. You can't underestimate him, I don't think. Lix is coming round, taking out one of ExCal's trucks. Takes out the second truck. This is a best of 9, by the way, so first to win 5 in round number 1. Really amazing Lix so far because it has killed 2 Battlemasters at least, 1 dozer, 4 trucks, and is now getting unloaded. It's completely trapped. Would it have been able to beat that Gat? Probably not. I think unloading probably was the wise thing to do. However, a little bit of missed micro there. I think if it had turned around, he probably could have killed that Gat. But does it matter though? Should that Lix have suicided itself and gone for the dozer? So question is, Arez will be left with on his mind. Should he lose this? Let's see. So ExCaL now on 3 supplies plus 2 oils versus the China's 2 supplies. So it's not really a position you want to be in. Do you need to be more aggressive as the China? It's pretty standard what the China did, going for oils and the Helix. It's not like a generally bad build. It's actually pretty good, but ExCaL has countered it quite well here, I think. The prize pool for the World Series, as of making this video, is now 12,350. You will remember when I did the bracket draw, it was on like 10,300 or something like that, 10,700. Well, now it's creeping ever so closer to 15,000. That's what it's approaching if it keeps going. Since doing the live draw, there was a few more donations. Can't remember the names, but the links are always in the description. Lix is still flying around, but oh yeah, there's 2 Lixes now, but ExCaL has so much more money than the China. I'm trying to run it through in my head if a double Helix all-in rush would have worked against ExCaL's single war factory. Do you wonder? Yeah, this is where it gets really, really difficult for the China. Double Overlord, a ton of GATs, probably Chain Gun is researching, he's got an ECM in there too. There's nothing really the China can get together right now that can stop that. This would probably end the game. Lixers have got a decision to make. Do you try and fight that and just lose the battle, or do you try and go for some kind of a base trade? I think given the situation, probably a base trade is the best. There's a lack of GATs in the main base of ExCaL, so it could work. But there's no doubt that it's Arez's base is going to completely go down. So it's completely dependent on what these Lixers can get done. There's a few GATs, few ECMs out, so already this game is decided. Don't even know if that unloaded or not, but there was an ECM right underneath it, and it has been defeated. GG and well played, 1-0 for ExCaL. Okay, jumping already into the second match. This time, we have down in the south, the blue player. This is the China Nuke. This is it's Arez. I don't know why he stuck the Arez off his name, but there we go. Up in the north position, we have the purple China Vanilla for the player that is ExCaL. Yeah, current champion. I can't remember if he won it the last 2 years in a row or 3 years now. I lost track. Which was the year Boyka won it? Was that 2020 or 2021? I've lost track. Someone will have to look back and see. But we've got a bit of a copycat build here from it's Arez. We're going to see ExCaL react differently. He's going to go for double war factory. So I think part of this is just strategy. Like, ExCaL will no doubt have better micro and everything probably than it's Arez as well. But straight away, it's just outsmarted by build orders, in my opinion, in both of the games. ExCaL completely countered the Lix and Oil build in the beginning. By literally sending his dozer over there. Battlemaster stopped that and then made it into GATs. The Lix still did get around and make some damage. But if you're doing this forward... oh, I don't agree with that. I don't know why you would send a truck. If you're copying ExCaL's build, might as well copy it word for word, which was the dozer going to the right. Of course, ExCaL's played it differently anyway. The dozer would have died, but so's the truck. And the truck costs you 600. So yeah, is this the counter build for the forward war factory of the nuke? Okay, nice crush there. That's pretty good. ExCaL bringing an aggressive dozer in and an aggressive outpost here on the right. Damage done on the Battlemaster. There's going to be a bunker there. I've seen ExCaL do this many times in the past. He's going to build a bunker there and start loading it from this barracks, which is kind of nice because there's not a lot the nuke can do about it straight away. You could make a flamer, but by the time it gets over there, it's going to cause some problems. Meanwhile, out front, Battlemaster's suiciding for some tank hunters. ExCaL loads this bunker. Trucks at the front have been killed. So it's Arez already is in a bad way. Losing one of his dozers. And ExCaL is building another bunker. ExCaL just going to put one tank hunter inside of there. ExCaL's dozer going to get picked off. Yeah, I like it from ExCaL. It's very simple, isn't it? Outpost spam. Plus bringing a dozer, building a barracks and the bunker. And it seems to have worked wonders here against it's Arez. It's not collected on this left-hand side. Both of his supplies on the left are getting hit. And the one on the right is about to have no trucks. So, ExCaL has completely outplayed it's Arez again in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah, it's not like Arez is playing like phenomenally bad or anything. He actually has done like pretty standard strategies. Apart from maybe sending that truck over the right, which I didn't like. But ExCaL just had a counter to exactly what Arez was doing both times. Double War Factory, I think, is pretty good against that single War Factory. And the single War Factory was pretty good against the Helix. So, yeah, just sheer experience there and smart play from ExCaL extends his lead to 2-0. Okay, jumping into the next match, and we are on Alfie Aces, Alfie's Haven. Down in the bottom left, we have the blue GLA Stealth for its Arez. And up in the top right, we have the USA Air Force, strongest army in the game. This is the purple army for ExCaL. So, if I'm not mistaken, ExCaL would have chosen this map, and Arez chose the previous map, which is Imminent Victory. The way it works is if your name is higher, generally this is how it works, and I think it's how it would have worked. If your name is higher on the bracket, then you choose the map first. So if the bracket's like on the screen now and your name's all the way up in the top left, then of course you're going to be choosing the map most of the time. I suppose though, what do you do if you get to the grand final and it's this player against this player? That could be kind of funny, like who chooses it first. Probably just be a coin flip. Okay, so ExCaL gone for 2 supplies. Sent his dozer forward. War Factory barracks behind this. Very, very standard. There is one thing I don't like about this map. Not only did they remove an oil. A lot of people saying it was better before with the extra oil. But the main thing is actually that building can't be got inside of, but that one can. It's just like kind of weird. Okay, it's barbed wired off. But the first V is coming across for ExCaL. Straight away kill the TNT. Tech RPG picks off a dozer. Plenty of workers going down here, and the V is trying to make its way all the way around. Arez not kind of reacted to this so far. Is that technical? Going to try and get the dozer hunt. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest first attack really from Arez, and it also wasn't really good defense here against the workers. But by the time we reacted to it, the V was all the way over here. So yeah, I don't like the fact that it just was able to kill all of them workers without him reacting. I think it's a bit slow by Arez. But you know what? I don't really see him playing that much 1v1. I think I've seen him in the past, and I think he's pretty good. Don't underestimate him. But so far from what I've seen this game, yeah, not that impressed with just letting all your workers die without even reacting to it. And that first tech, I mean, bringing 1 TNT with 3 RPGs, I don't really know what he expects to achieve against an air. But I suppose his whole strategy was probably hinging on getting these tunnels up and pushing with quads, because he has gone for quads straight away. And the problem is now his tunnel is out of position. If you watch ExCaL play GLA against USA, he will always do his tunnel in front of the arms dealer to protect it. When he tunnels back here, it's not quite protecting your arms dealer. And once your arms dealer is dead, you are probably just dead. Quad's now pushing in. ExCaL selling his buildings because he does not want to give the veterancy to the quads. Because once they get veterancy, they become insanely powerful. Arez is on a massive time limit. He needs to get in there now and cause damage. The more missile defenders that get made there and the more these kill, the more time he gives ExCaL, the harder it will become. He needs to go in there now, no matter how bad it is. Maybe he can pin these Vs in that little corner, but in my view, he's giving ExCaL way too much time. Any quad that's killed now will not probably be replaced. So, ExCal's losing a lot of Vs here. But he's happy to kill them quads, because those quads could have made it very, very difficult. Arez already been defeated 4 minutes 15. I do feel a bit sorry for him. He's got ExCaL in round number 1. But I feel like the performance there could have been a little bit better. And also, probably, if you're going to end up playing the World Series, especially against ExCaL, probably better to see him like spamming a little bit more in more sponsored sets and stuff like that. Don't see him that often. I didn't see him on ZH Ladder either. But it is ExCaL. Even if you were doing all those things, he probably would be in the same situation. So 3-0 for ExCaL so far. Okay, jumping into the next match, we are back on Alfie, Aces Alfie Haven. This is the USA Air Force for the blue player. Top right, this is it's Arez. All the way down in the bottom left, we got the purple GLA Stealth for the player that is ExCaL. Are we also going to see a 3 supply build here from ExCaL? I favor the Air Force a lot here. If he's going double airfield, though, I wouldn't like that. But he's going one airfield and then into War Factory. So he's going to make like 1 or 2 King Raptors, stop the initial techs that are coming, tech RPGs and TNTs, and then make fully loaded Vs. It forces the stealth to make quads rather than technicals, which he might be making quads anyway because he's stealth against air. But yeah, that's the idea. Force him to make quads, and then you make loaded Vs, and then the loaded Vs kill the quads. So ExCaL's War Factory there is pretty late to be upgraded, and I think he's probably already upgraded the capture upgrade. Yeah, he has already upgraded the capture upgrade. But like ExCaL in the previous version map sent an aggressive V to stop all of the workers. If Arez had done the same there, he would have stopped all of them workers because that tunnel wasn't quite ready. ExCaL is ready for this V round here, though. It stopped this tunnel. So ExCaL is basically going for a massive economy boom. See, here's the V, but it's just way, way later. Does kill a few workers, but ExCaL is going to get a massive money boost. Not paying attention here as well. ExCaL will get a massive money boost when he gets those 2 oils. And then it'll just scale up and up from that point. ExCaL is losing some workers, though. All of the Vs are getting picked off. 2 King Raptors are out. So ExCaL is basically playing this for the long game. He's hoping to get a big economy boom, probably drop down a second arms dealer, make a ton of quads, and then go into a palace. He's playing it for the long run. Whereas a lot of people against Air Force would play probably aggressive, sending technicals, TNTs, tech RPGs, but actually it wouldn't have worked against the King Raptors, probably. It's Arez now expanded to a 3rd supply. However, this map, your main supply dries up very, very quickly. It doesn't start with actually that much money. Ooh. A bit of a TNT there whilst the wall was self-deleting itself. Yeah, 1 or 2 Vs have gone down. Nice remembrance from It's Arez. Oh, ExCal's got those. Okay. Drops down a CC and a power. Okay. So the pressure really is going to be on It's Arez now. But ExCal's main is going to dry up too soon. But ExCaL is creeping around the side of this map. Yeah, quads coming in for ExCaL, but the Vs are ready for it. Got 4 Chinooks on this supply pile now. But what he should do really is start collecting from here, because ExCaL is not currently near there. ExCaL now getting these artillery platforms. Makes it very, very difficult to push into. Artillery platforms are very strong, especially 2 together like that. Okay, King Raptor's coming in. I'm not so sure about just flying over tunnels like that. ExCal's actually made a Air Force supply here at the top. Chinooks are getting picked off. Is he going to do a Marikar and start making King Raptors? I think ExCal's in having fun mode. I think realistically you wouldn't build an airbase. You just drop down 1 power. 1 or 2 powers, go straight into Palace, make quads and buggies, I think is the most efficient way to do it. I don't think you need to make the CC and the airfield, but I think he's having fun. Think he's having fun and putting on a show for us. But these Vs, no ambulance, are going to have to run into all these tunnels, artillery platforms, and although it looks pretty strong so far, eventually you're going to run into the Palace, these tunnels. Buggies are probably going to be out, more tunnels. And the artillery platform is going to chip away, and I don't really think these Vs are going to get a lot done, honestly. So far, not a lot done. Artillery platforms are insane, and Arez has been defeated. Yeah, again, ExCaL playing flawless. I think he's having fun as well, and I think Arez. Yeah, he's got a difficult task ahead of him here, hasn't he? Really, he's 4-0. For ExCaL. Okay, jumping into the next one, we have the blue GLA stealth for the player that is Arez. We're on the north of Snowy Drought. Down in the south position, have they agreed on a stealth mirror here? I think it's a random chance. And they've taken random, but then it says stealth there, but it's because they've done the in and out task, the in and out thing rather. Down in the south position. The purple GLA stealth, this is ExCaL. Yeah, I think this might be good for Arez. I have a feeling he knows what he's doing in this matchup. But I think ExCaL probably knows what he's doing even more. So I still think it's going to be difficult. Seeing ExCaL playing GLA mirror on this map loads and loads of times before. He knows what he's doing. He's going to have a really decent box there, so no technicals will be able to harass. And he's got a decent box here. He always does his war factory on a little bit of an angle like that. Leaves maximum room for the workers to collect. What you can do a little bit to hurt what ExCaL has done is make a barracks and send your TNT straight away over here, or even maybe 2. And you can stop that tunnel and you can kill a load of workers. And you could even try and get an aggressive tunnel there as well and shut down this 3rd supply. But what a lot of people do is they like to play it a bit more safer in standard, which is 3 supplies. And yeah, just copy each other basically. So we got Arez trying to build a tunnel up here. Be quite good for him if that got up, but it looks like it's not. ExCaL might lose a technical. This technical was not able to get any damage done. Scrap deny comes in from ExCaL. Yeah, if he can get that tunnel up, it would be very good for him. Does ExCaL have the capture upgrade? Not yet. I reckon it's coming. Yeah, I suppose the next stage of the game now is winning these technical battles. If you're giving away technicals like that, probably not great. He's bringing in a worker now. But I really think one of these technicals should pick that up and build it, because I think that's a very important position. ExCal's going to win the technical engagements, and then he's going to get some scrap to technicals if he got the scrap, but it was scrap denied. ExCaL might lose 1 technical. He's run into this completed tunnel now, finished from this worker that walked over. So if he can hold on to that position, meanwhile get his oil and protect his oil, map control wise he would be at an advantage. But I reckon ExCal's probably going to finish this tunnel, and he's probably going to be able to overpower this. He's probably got more units. He's building a palace, whereas Arez is making a second arms dealer. No need to pop there. Arez losing workers all over the place. Workers don't count towards the XP bar, but if they did, ExCaL probably would have even more XP than Arez currently. We've got a stealth bike from ExCaL, but there's a Arez Rebel already. I like this Stinger, and it's something I would encourage everyone to do, is because when a technical comes in with a TNT later on, that stops it. With that tunnel and that Stinger together, it stops it. And he's also blocked off part of the path. I reckon that's something probably ExCaL will do later on. He's already overpowering this position. But yeah, I reckon ExCaL will prepare a TNT, and he'll come in through this angle, go around this this tunnel, go around here, and he'll come in there. And if you've got a Stinger there, it's much less likely to get in. Arez sees the TNT being prepared. ExCaL has currently got double the XP of its. Arez creeping forward with this tunnel here. But if these two artillery platforms get captured, sometimes they can hit down here, so it's much better to have this highland, and it gives you loads of vision as well, by the way. So much vision. It gives you all the way up to there, for example. Okay, ExCaL sticking with the trusty one arms dealer. I'm interested to know how this would play out differently if the stealth in the top, if you protected all of his workers and got up to 3 arms dealers and did a big push here, how would that work out against the 1 arms dealer? Because that was the meta for a while, that you would see 3 arms dealers. Maybe not so much for stealth mirrors, but definitely with the other GLAs. Tox mirror, GLA mirror. You'd often see like 2 or 3 arms dealer mega spam and a big push here. Stinger drop down for Arez. Would it be cool if he was a bit more forward? Technical for Arez not being able to get any damage done. I think that's a grenade tech though, and he's trying to shoot over the top. ExCaL with a faster palace. Way faster palace. He's already got his first market. Is now building buggies. Second arms dealer already up. Yeah, there's a lot of quads out, but the palace is lacking currently. Like, if you go into arms dealers, you probably are banking on getting more map control. But currently, ExCaL just with the one arms dealer has more map control, and therefore has a faster palace with more map control. And that's exactly the position you want to be in. So I think we're looking at a 5-0 here. Technical for Arez, scouting around, but you see these artillery platforms killing the workers. ExCaL is trying to hit the stealth tunnel with the artillery platform. It is revealed. The quads with a big pop, but can just get picked off all day long. TNT attempt coming in from Arez. But I don't know if that's winnable anymore for Arez. I mean, there's always a chance, isn't there? He's building markets. He's got 2 battle buses, picks off a buggy. But like, no matter where you push, then buggies are going to be picking you off all day long. There's quite a lot of open space for the buggies to get some damage done. Need to really get like some kind of a sneaky tunnel against ExCaL. Maybe coming in there, you know, just running past that building, going straight at this, getting your battle buses tucked behind. Maybe that's the only way. But of course, we can see the whole map. Arez cannot. John McKell is out. I think it's only a matter of time before ExCaL drops down a scud. There we go. It's already up. ExCaL has more buggy ammo here because he's upgraded it from the black markets. 3 black markets in play for Arez, which is actually more currently than ExCaL. Oh no, it's not. It's the same. But ExCaL has a scud coming as well. Yeah, Arez apparently is from Germany. ExCaL is from the UK. In case you're wondering where the players are from. Yeah, these artillery platforms even annoying for the buggies. You see, it's just picking off buggies for free, and there's not really anything you can do as the stealth against that unless you completely overwhelm this position. But ExCaL has this repair bay as well, so it's getting like a free junk repair. The two Jarmans next to each other here in the middle. Arez comes in, finds an angle against ExCal's buggies, picks off a few, but also loses a few, so a bit of an even trade-off. But ExCaL now already has its scud, it already has its stealth. It's not been beaconed by Arez. Super Tech suicides himself for the greater good, which is taking out one of the buggies. Arez still got a ton of quads, but ExCal's just so efficient with the buggy engagements. He has all of the upgrades as well. All of the upgrades. He's scanning the tunnels, chipping away. The buses are coming in from the side, but I don't really think they're going to pay for themselves. 3 buggies died so far. Maybe a 4th. 4 buggies for 2 battle buses. It's probably about even, but I think the battle buses are slightly more. But yeah, you can see from the XP, ExCaL has killed a ton more than Arez, almost double the XP. He has his CC being built. He's getting the bounty money, but does Arez have the bounty money? Arez has been creeping up with the markets. But that scud will either hit the palace or this position with the oil in the refinery. Yeah, looking like a really good, comfortable position for ExCaL. The two Jarmans against each other, and Arez wins the Jarman engagement. But ExCaL finds the Jarman. But he loses a bunch of buggies for it, though. Yeah, he's losing a few more buggies here too, to the RPGs. But I don't really know if it matters too much, because ExCaL is still quite far ahead, and he's dropping down more markets behind this. Artillery platform continues to pick off these tunnel holes. Arez's map control is becoming less and less. And ExCal's Scudstorm is getting closer and closer to launch. 1 minute and 20 seconds. ExCal still with almost double the XP. ExCal now coming in. There's a lack of tunnels now, because he's chipped away at so many and now able to hit the precious markets. I reckon ExCal might go for blood with the Scud. He might hit the production and then try and finish the game with the buggies. Or if he's continuing to play the long game, should just hit the oil. I mean, if you get the palace, you probably get some markets with it as well, so that could be good. Okay, we have a ExCaL back in action. It's Arez's. But it has been detected. Scanned by ExCaL. Scud Storm is ready. Is he going to fire it? He has hit the oil. ExCaL preparing for an even later game. More markets, additional tunnels going up in case of like a sneak attack inside of his base. But ExCaL is getting closer and closer to level 5. Scud's killed the oil. Scud now being built by Arez on the right side. It's Arez's view. Yeah, he can't see pretty much the whole middle because he lost that engagement earlier. Would have been so much better for him if he'd have focused on winning that position. ExCaL with a battle bus. Suicides for some buggies. Gets a few just for one battle bus. Probably about even. Maybe even slightly in favor of ExCaL because I think he got like 4 buggies for a battle bus. Oh, ExCaL does lose some buggies there. So does Arez. Both of them going quite close to tunnels. Yeah, the engagement heating up here in the middle now. Now the quads are out. But I think ExCal's still got the better of the engagement. He's now level 5 as well. Which means Anthrax Bomb and Sneak will be on the way. Sneak back here could be decent. Plus the Anthrax Bomb here. Or Anthrax Bomb on the production. Plus a Sneak there. Either way, it is a huge task. But it's Arez to try and win this. Anthrax Bomb is coming in. It is going to be on the production. Needs to cancel all his units. Make a Toxin Tractor ASAP. Here comes the Sneak. But is that just a distraction, or does ExCaL have some quads as well? He's lost his Jarman there, which is a bit of a mistake. But it was just a distraction, wasn't it? Just a distraction so ExCaL can push at the front some more. It just takes an awfully long time to push into stealth tunnels. You've got to scan continually. Creep forward, kill tunnel, scan again, repeat. But then even like a couple of RPGs can send you buggies running away. You need your Jarman there. Then the enemy's got a Jarman. It's just a slow, grueling push forward. But it's been constant pressure from ExCaL on these buggies. Yeah, RPG's just being brute forced down. ExCaL now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arms dealers. Clearly wants to go for some big push in a second. He's got plenty of markets. He's not researched the fortified structure yet. Suppose he hasn't needed it because he hasn't really been under any kind of attack at all. But probably would get it now. Especially when there's a 3 minutes go away. But I think ExCal's trying to take out that before it even fires. Yeah, this is match point. If Arez loses this one, he's out of the World Series. The first to play the World Series and the first out of the World Series. It's Arez losing a ton of buggies. ExCaL coming in with so many quads. He's still on the 5 arms dealers. It's Arez trying to be efficient with his own buggies. It's a sneak attack now. Stinger in a tunnel there. So ExCaL is ready with his own scud. The last time we saw him do this, I think he scudded himself. But I think ExCaL this time has shot the production with his scud. He's going to take out the enemy scud. Plus that scud is going to hit there, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And it's Arez is dead. There's nothing he can do from that point. He knows it. GG's out. So yeah, first to play it and first out. Big shame for it's Arez, because actually as far as round 1s goes, that was actually pretty good. You see so many like 30-minute sets in round 1 sometimes. And I'm not sure they're enjoyable for anyone, but it's Arez definitely gave a good account for himself. But a really, really difficult task there against ExCaL, the reigning champions. Yeah, 5-0 there for ExCaL. He'll proceed through to the next round. So GG, and I'll see you in the next one.